Guys, BD Skeleton in the house. I'm freaking BD Skeleton, and wrestling just changed. Wrestling just changed because of CM Punk. That's right, guys. CM Punk. Listen, people say CM Punk is not a draw. What the fuck do you call that? What the hell do you call that, Pop? What the hell do you call that on social media that I just saw? What the hell do you call all of this? And you telling me CM Punk does not draw? Are you fucking serious? There's only a few amount of wrestlers that can actually put butts in the seats, and he's one of them. And to be honest, this is gonna help AEW more than WWE. What is WWE gonna do? What? Put him in a match with Edge, or put him in a match with Seth Rollins? Oh, useless tag team matches that we're gonna see? That's what we're gonna see. Useless 6-man tag team matches. But AEW is smart. They know how to use the wrestlers most of the time. AEW is a groundbreaking, they might not have all the tricks, all the money, everything. But they do have the passion. They do have the love. They have the fucking wrestling. They have everything. They have entertainment. They have wrestling. They have fun characters. They have main event players besides even CM Punk himself. They have future main eventers. And we know them people are going to become future main eventers. We just got to see the progression. I'm BD Skeleton, and make sure to subscribe and like this video, because we're going to be talking about CM Punk. This is your Rampage, AEW Rampage, August 20th, 2020 review and results. CM Punk had a water emotion. Okay, so first off, he comes out in the beginning of the show. The fans are this is my reaction. The fans are chanting, CM Punk, and I'm like, oh shit, oh no, they're gonna fuck this up. I'm like, oh no, this is so bad, because what happens if he doesn't come out? They're just gonna chant CM Punk the whole show. That's gonna suck. CM Punk comes out. Dude, this is probably the best way you should have done it. I don't know what you should have done. Could you have done it in the middle of the show? Sure, but just do it in the beginning or the end. That's it. There's really nothing you can do. All this is gonna be on AEW Dynamite, but anyway, that's not my point. He comes out. He jumps in the crowd. There's fans crying. He hugs people with CM Punk shorts, and I'm like, holy fucking shit! This is a miracle. This is incredible. I'm like, what the fuck? And oh my god! And you could go see my reaction, a little bit of it, when he came out. I put it on YouTube. So he comes out. And they're like, we'll be back. We'll be back in 90 seconds. And I'm like, oh my gosh. No. Don't. I gotta stay tuned. And I feel like it was even less. So he comes out, he says, welcome. It's been a long time. He says a lot of stuff. He says, when he left ROH, That's when he left with professional wrestling. So implying that when he was in WWE, that's not wrestling to him. That was like a whole different universe. That's like, I don't know, that's like him go to the movies or something. Like that's like him acting in a wrestling movie. And today he said, and tonight is when I am back from professional wrestling. He has a lot of emotions. He was about to cry. He said he needed to take some time off. Mentally, spiritually, physically, everything. He didn't mention WWE. He didn't have to. We already know. The fans are chanting CM Punk. The fans are going insane. CM Punk also challenges Darby Allin at September 5th All Out pay-per-view. So we also have that going on. And I'm like, what the fuck? So he's already announcing a match. And you could tell this wasn't really that scripted. He did the crisscross applesauce or Indian style. He's like, want to tell a story? He tells a story. I mentioned it. He is, I was like, what the hell? And it was like a miracle. Can we say now listen, has CM Punk been a piece of shit? Sure, we can argue that, but whatever. Because at the end of the day, that man does like wrestling. WWE almost destroyed that for him. WWE is not wrestling. WWE destroys the part that is wrestling. They don't want it to be wrestling. They destroy the part. They destroy the love. They destroy the passion. It's all bullshit. But AEW is the love. They love wrestling. They're everything. They have the passion. And you could tell in CM Punk's eyes, that passion was back, guys. WWE, I don't even think SummerSlam is going to be, what? John Cena, even if John Cena does win, who cares? CM Punk is back. CM Punk is back. I don't even think people, are people even going to remember this SummerSlam? People are going to remember CM Punk returning to wrestling and his debut on AEW Rampage. So, CM Punk returning, I was like, it would have took me an hour. I was walking back and forth. I was thinking, what the fuck? This changed wrestling. I was screaming at the top of my lungs, like, what the fuck? My goosebumps. Wrestlers were chanting. Wrestlers were saying, oh my gosh, goosebumps. This is amazing. Is wrestling is like fully alive. CM Punk might be the most special wrestler. 7 years of not wrestling. You're kidding me. And he fucking is this. He doesn't even. He is like fucking not even. His star power is insane. Most people would be dead. Most people's star power would be diminished. His is not. And guess what? People say CM Punk's not crazy. Look, he tried the UFC. Didn't work out. At least he had passion for it. And if he could do UFC and try, I know he can do the wrestling. CM Punk is back, and that is what counts. And when Daniel Bryan comes to AEW, that again is gonna be another game changer. As much as WWE doesn't like CM Punk anymore, WWE, you're gonna sit here and tell me that AEW is not competition? Yeah, I don't think so. I think AEW is competition. Maybe not money-wise, but when it comes to the show, yes, there is. If AEW can somehow take viewership from... If AEW can even gain anything, if AEW can get back the fans that WWE lost, the wrestling fans that WWE lost, because of the arrogance, because of the not changing, because of the way they think, because of Vince McMahon, because of everything. If AEW can do that, then competition. And you know what? Deep down inside, Vince McMahon needs this. We've been saying that. We said this 2 years ago. Vince McMahon actually needs competition. It's gonna make WWE. It's supposed to make WWE better. Technically they've been doing their own thing. The only time they did anything is when they did the NXT thing. That's about it, because I think they're just like, whatever, we're just gonna leave it to Vince. Oh, Triple H and stuff, so whatever. But now that just went downhill. But anyway, so so what's gonna happen every time when people are like, oh, nobody's talking about SummerSlam, TLC, Extreme Rules, CM Punk. Oh, CM Punk did this. CM Punk had this good match. CM Punk cut a pipe bomb. I mean, like, what's gonna happen? Daniel Bryan's gonna have great matches. Daniel Bryan's gonna do this. Daniel Bryan's gonna do that. Oh, the Bella Twins even sign to WWE? You know what's weird? They signed the Bella Twins at the Hall of Fame. So, like, you know, they're in the Hall of Fame. It's kind of weird because, like, what? That's kind of weird. Anyway, my point is that, yeah, wrestling just changed, and we know it. You know it. I know it. And even WWE is like, damn, this is pretty big. So that's it, guys. That's the CM Punk stuff and news and whatever. I kind of want to buy CM Punk shirt. I don't know why. I just want to buy one right now. At the very end, I guess he said everybody can get ice cream bar at the end of the show when they walk out, and it's on him. I don't know what's up with that, but okay. I think there's like a little dig at WWE, I think, but I'm not too sure on that one. Anyway, so that's CM Punk, and then the whole show they said CM Punk versus Darby Allin at All Out pay-per-view. It's gonna be interesting. Yes, CM Punk's gonna win. Also, but we're not gonna sit here and say Darby Allin's gonna be buried. Darby Allin is gonna go up. Unlike when, I don't know, like The Rock beating, you know, something like that. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Anyway, let's talk about something else. So we're gonna go over the show quickly. Now, okay, so they had a tag team match, and I think it's for this, what is it called again? What do they call it? The tag team, the AEW World Tag Team Elimination Tournament match. Monko Stunt, the Jurassic Express versus Private Party with Matt Hardy. Okay match. Jurassic Express win. I think, yeah, Jurassic Express win with Monko Stunt. I think, yeah. Karen Hogan versus Jade Cargill. Winner via by pinfall, by the way. This is kind of a squash match, by the way. Jade Cargill. Okay, so John Moxley versus Deanna. Holy fucking shit. Wait a minute. Daniel Garcia with 2.0, I think that's the name, versus John Moxley. This whole story was about the leg, John Moxley's leg. This was like a 7-minute main event. At the very end, John Moxley wins with a tap out, with a submission. That was weird. John Moxley's leg, at least they had some type of story. They just wrestled. So obviously you could tell I was not. The wrestling is wrestling. I think if they just took off one match, I think this would have been okay. But that's just me. Anyway, at the very end, Darby Allin and Sting helped Eddie Kingston and John Moxley out. And that's how they end the show. So anyway, that's the show, guys. That's basically it. Wrestling. So that's the show. Rampage is probably. I mean, what a great show. Either way, I'm glad they didn't just you know, they mentioned it, but I'm glad that it wasn't overwhelming. Also, they just, you know, did their thing, and that's what they should have done. They did their thing. Anyway, guys, make sure to subscribe and like this video. And I think that's it. I'm PD Skeleton, and see you guys next time. Bye.